Guys, what is up? Friday Night Spikes. We are here back yet again, another Friday night in the SEC on the Diamond. It is Friday, March the 21st, 2025. I'm Chris Phillips, joined by Harrison Fant. Our guy Jake McKeever at a concert tonight, so we wish him the very best, having the time of his life. Again, me and Harrison, of course, me and Harrison going to hold it down. Harrison, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate all those tuned in. Guys, as always, really quickly, make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast. Wherever you get your podcast, you can also find us across all social media platforms as well as our website, secunfiltered.com. And as always, brought to you by our friends over at FANDUEL. Make sure you visit FANDUEL.com/SECU to join today and get started with $200 in bonus bets when you win your first $5 bet. Once again, FANDUEL.com/SECU to get $200 in bonus bets today. And what I would suggest you do with that $200 in bonus bets is fade every one of my picks, Phillips, and you will get rich. And Harrison, I am struggling right now. I'm reeling. It's not even about the money that I am losing. I really am losing. It is about the pride and the competitive spirit that is within me. I'm a competitor at heart. It's just part of my fiber. It's part of my being. It's part of who I am. And so I'm a competitive asshole. I can admit that. And yeah, my pride is hurting right now because I am losing my ass in gambling. I mean, I am as cold. I'm colder than Texas A&M. If that's even possible. Maybe not. Maybe I might not be that cold because I actually did win a bet today, and they can't win a SEC game at this point. But I'm about as cold as the Aggies are right now. So, yeah. How are you, man? I'm just kind of reeling over here.
I'm warmer than that. I mean,
you're warmer. You're definitely warmer than that. Yeah, I promise you're not as cold as me because I am. I might honestly put the March Madness aside and start putting the bets on baseball. I'm going to have a much better chance doing that, I think, at this point. So, anyways.
What's funny is my basketball bracket, I think, is the best of all of the SEC unfiltered crew.
Oh, I'm so bad. I'm convinced
I am better than Dave knows ball right now.
See, that is noteworthy.
Just saying. And I tweeted, I said, watch the baseball analysts just go on a run and just have the best bracket of the crew.
I mean, listen, you have to give Dave all of the shit talk if you beat him. All of it. All of it. And then some. But that's the people who do the best.
Chris, normally I do a ton of research. And, I don't keep up basketball. I do a ton of research. I'll watch some conference games and stuff, working at ESPN and whatnot. But I probably spent at most 15 minutes.
Well,
what screwed me? That was Clemson. That screwed me. Other than that,
yeah. Dude, I had Clemson in my Final Four.
I had him losing to Tennessee. So,
yeah, I had Clemson in my Final Four. So,
hey, okay, nothing's working for A&M either. They can't.
Dude, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, again, that's what we're here to talk about is college baseball. Not so much, although we can talk anything. Obviously, March Madness going on right now. There's one more SEC game, Oklahoma and UConn. Myself and Dave Shoemate will actually be reacting to that tonight, this Friday, later in the night. Harrison and I are going to go till about 10:30 or so and wrap this thing up, give you guys kind of a power hour here on this Friday night. Again, guys, if you're not familiar, this is Friday Night Spikes. We're here taking your questions, your comments. This is as laid back as it gets for us, kicking our feet up, watching some baseball, having a good time. Yeah, reacting to everything. Harrison's got the quad box going, but he can barely pay attention to all the games. Harrison, the big one, LSU-Texas, that game is 3-1 in the top of the fifth right now at the time of us speaking. Looks like LSU does have a man on third with 2 outs. What are you about to say?
No, I was saying I think you're a couple seconds ahead of me. They just scored that RBI sac fly.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Warren Nolan. So Warren Nolan's ahead of you then. Florida and Georgia tangled up in a good one, 7-6, bottom of the 8th. Tennessee, Bama, 6-4, top of the 8th.
Bama just got an RBI single this past inning.
Yeah, they did. So pulling closer. Kentucky up on Auburn, 7-6, top of the 9th. Mississippi State and Oklahoma, 1-0. State up in a pitching duel in the top of the 7th. And Norman, and the other
Tyson Witherspoon, 101 pitches now.
What is he at, 11 punchies, I think?
11, yes. And Pico Con
punchies. Pico Con with 10. Yeah, that's a good old-fashioned pitching duel there, Norman. Ole Miss up on Mizzou, 6-3, top of the 7th. And then finally, Vandy, the only game that's gone final. Vandy beats Texas A&M 3-1. A&M falls. And, of course, guys, this series started on Thursday night as well as Tennessee and Alabama. I'm sure you guys already know this. A&M falls to 0-5. 0-5 in SEC play. They've already lost the series, Harrison. They're going to try to avoid getting swept for the second straight weekend.
Could you imagine? And I just tweeted out, and I know you tweeted, I said, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, could have predicted Texas A&M would have a worse SEC record after 4 games than Missouri. So it's the wildest storyline in college baseball I've ever seen.
Harrison, can you imagine, like in our preseason show, if I'd have told you, if I predicted this, if I was like, yeah, I think A&M, they're going to go off to a rough start, 0-6 in SEC play. Like, you would have labeled me the biggest idiot.
3-3, I'd be like, okay, yeah, rough start.
Maybe, but defeated through 5 games, you'd have called me nuts. You would have called me flat out nuts. I mean, it is baffling. It is baffling how bad they are. Baffling.
Like, I've been thinking about it like all evening watching the game, and I don't even know what to say about it anymore.
Baseball's not very fun for them. That is one thing you can say.
I don't even know, like, vibes have at an all-time low. Have to be.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing they've got going for them right now still is the pitching.
The starting pitching. Yeah, I mean,
the starting pitching.
How long is that going to hold up for?
Yeah, Jake made a good point, man. I mean, because at some point, dude, like, I mean, you're just inevitably, Harrison, I mean, you're a former pitcher, I'm a former pitcher. You're going to have weekends where the hitting has to pick up the pitching. You're not going to shove all season. And the pitching is picking up the hitting, and they still can't hit enough. Like, they're pitching well. Their starters are pitching well. Like you said, they're going 100 pitches every outing, and I mean, they just can't get any help. This team, I think our guys at Chinook, they're not a bad team. They look fractured. Yeah, listen, this is all mental. This is mental. I know Jake went viral.
I think my analogy on the last show we talked about, I think it's basically Space Jam.
The Monstars took their talent.
Monstars came and stole all their powers. Literally. Oh, that ball's crushed. Never mind. That got caught up in the sky. State scores another run. Sack fly. 2-0. Who picked State on the road?
We both did.
These guys.
We both did.
These guys.
Going with State. We both did.
LSU just scored another one. RBI 4-1. Unless it was 4-1 already.
I love how C-Dub's telling us we already got this corrected. Case and Evans. We already got it corrected. Yes, somebody else corrected us on the Thursday show. We appreciate it. Yes.
Case and Evans.
Case and Evans. Yes. It's not
love the English language.
It's Case and Evans. Yeah. Stud. He's a stud. That is the game. That is the series of the weekend, man. Obviously, Texas LSU. Great pitching battle tonight. Dude, Jared Spencer's cutter looks awesome. I know LSU obviously is up in that game, but especially early.
Are you watching the LSU game right now? LSU stream?
I do not have it pulled up here. I'm gonna put it.
You got Ben McDonald and Keith. I can't remember his last name on the broadcast, and behind them have an actual locker room. It looks sick.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, like the ESPN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dean Curley just went yeah. Dagger.
Really?
Yeah. 2 outs in the 8th.
I mean, dude, you had to think.
I told two people last night. I said hammer Tennessee. There's no shot.
Yeah, dude, you had to think Tennessee was going to bounce back tonight.
No shot.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
They weren't just going to go 2-Q and be fighting to avoid getting swept tomorrow. You had to know they were going to bounce back. Dude, it's going to set up for a great Sunday game.
Yeah, Kyson Witherspoon's about to get pulled right now too. 6 in the 3rd, 5 hits, 11 Ks, 1 earned, 1 walk.
Let's see. Chinook makes a good point, Harrison. Can't bet basketball while having a football helmet in the background of a baseball show. It's just science. That's true. I'm all over the place.
Did it. Hey, he comes back and he's giving out some absolute daggers of some comments. So
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Chinook says, can't wait till Harrison's background is done loading. It's because you've got the
the blur on,
the portrait mode or whatever.
Yeah,
you got portrait mode.
Sorry, we're not in the Louvre tonight.
Big Orange, let's go Vols, raise hell, eat cornbread. Eat cornbread. All right. I'd love some cornbread.
Homemade cornbread only.
Homemade has to be. It has to be. Maybach early isn't the guy, but it's like, what is he doing or not doing to fix the situation? Dude, what do you say? What do you say to
those guys? Be a fly on the wall.
God, what do you say to those guys, dude? I did get a video from my good friend Ryan Broninger. I did get a video from him, not of anything Michael Early related. It was the Vandy Whistler. So, yeah, it was.
I saw someone in the outfit saying, "First experience with the Vandy Whistler." You can hear him.
Dude, he's a staple of SEC baseball, man. Let's see. See if I can pull this up. Here we go.
He's a staple of SEC baseball.
But he's just like leading the way. He's just leading the charge. I can't even do that. I can't whistle like that. That's not bad.
Oh, I can whistle really loud.
Little
I don't want to blow up his eardrums.
Vandy Whistler impersonation. I love that. It's not that bad.
Dude, I could whistle, and I think the entire stadium would hear me. I can whistle that loud.
Yeah, Big Orange makes a great point here, by the way. He says we were on a 2-game skid. When's the last time Tennessee lost 3 games in a row? I wonder when that was.
The last time they lost back-to-back was Alabama last year.
When's the last time they lost 3 in a row?
2023.
Was it?
Had to be.
Wow, Georgia just took the lead on Florida. Is that right?
Is that a bomb? 2-2? Yeah, it's gone.
Wow.
Into the bullpen. Top of the 9th. Wow. Is that Rylan?
I mean, dude, give Georgia credit. They can hit. Georgia can hit.
Golly, he's on fire.
Dude, they hit around Aiden King tonight too.
Yeah, I mean, he competed though. I liked how he competed. I mean, he didn't have strikeout stuff, but like he really competed. Dang.
Again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Leave us your questions, your comments. We'd love to hear from you. This show is for you guys. Obviously, again, we would love to hear from you. Whatever you got, your thoughts on the slate. Again, we've already got 2 series. 1 series decided. Vandy takes the first 2 games against A&M. Another one looks like Tennessee is going to even it. We'd love your thoughts, what we've seen to this point. Brent Williams, go Vols. Hello from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. What's going on?
MTSU.
Brent, what's going on, man? Hey, speaking, by the way, Harrison, of the Vandy Whistler, there is a chance I might have to make going to Hawkins Field part of the rotation because I need to get up to Nashville anyways. I need to get up to Nashville and look at some spots. So, and I got some buddies that live up there. So that live like 5 minutes from where I'm looking.
That's true. Yeah.
So I might just make the excuse. I might just make the excuse, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I almost went to Alabama this weekend. Just logistics didn't work out for that. And, I mean, shaped it to be a good one, obviously, like we expected. But, I mean, I would have loved to if we were at LSU-Texas because I don't know if Texas A&M is worth going to anymore.
Well, that, and it's the same weekend as LSU-Tennessee. So, yeah.
So, are we getting a house on the Bayou?
I mean, I think that's got to happen. I think that has to happen. That is the series like of the season.
All I know is AYS Sports will not be hospitable towards me, probably. Blake will be fine. Blake will
he's
turn
harmless.
The entire Tigers against me.
Blake is harmless. Blake is harmless. He doesn't
I'm looking
bite.
forward to seeing Mike the Tiger.
Yeah, dude, it's Baton Rouge is sick, man. Baton
That
Rouge
and some
awesome.
po' boys. I will have a po' boy every day.
Yeah, the food's insane. Baton Rouge is awesome. Yeah, 8-7 Georgia going to the bottom of the 9th. Florida has to score a run to tie it. They can walk it off.
An absolute cement mixer. Oh my God, on a 2-2.
Did it look like for a second Mizzou was going to take game 1? Ole Miss 2 in the 6th, 4 in the 7th, 8-3 the score currently in that one. So looks
I
like
thought,
Ole Miss.
Did they not take the game 1?
This is game 1. Ole Miss Mizzou.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they won. I thought you said that final was.
No, that wasn't a final. That was the 5th inning. No, it was 3-2 in the 5th inning. That wasn't a final. No.
Gotcha.
No, this is game 1.
Well, then maybe my tweet doesn't make as much sense anymore. Oh well.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm just still baffled, man. I mean, I was watching yesterday, and Jay Slavalette goes deep in the 1st inning. I'm thinking to myself, okay, A&M, like, here's a spark. You got something going, and just
Chris, after this series, can we pick A&M for a series pick'em anymore?
I mean, dude, it's why I went Vandy. I was just like, I got to see it. I mean, I respect it. I understand why. I understand why y'all went A&M. I get it.
If it was home, I mean,
dude, I went A&M last weekend.
Yeah.
I went A&M last weekend against Bama.
Well, I thought that. I mean, I think Vanderbilt is not as good as Bama. So I was like, you know what, on the road, Hawkins is not a hostile environment. They can go in, take care of business on the road, get away from home, go to business trip, take care of business, and did anything but that. But
yeah. Yeah, been an entertaining game of night so far, or any entertaining night of games so far.
Yeah, and Andre Duplantier, the second in for Texas. He's been a stud. I've loved watching him pitch.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's been one of their 3 go-to guys with Dylan Valancis and Max Grubbs. Oh, I thought he had smelling salts. It was the rosin bag at first. Stone Simmons is pitching for State right now.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Dude, you watched all that game last night, right? The Tennessee Bama?
Yeah.
Dude, Justin LeBron, God, he's so much fun to watch.
Well, the biggest thing too, I mean,
ball player.
He looks super comfortable in the box versus Marcus Phillips.
I mean, he's a dog. Justin LeBron's a dog.
Yeah, he did have that one error though, double play. That was just so routine. I was surprised he made that. I'm surprised.
Sometimes with guys like that though, Harrison, it's like it's the routine plays they make the most errors on because it's like it's almost like boring for them, or they have too long to think about it. Versus the great play where it's like boom, boom, react, be an athlete. I don't know. I've seen guys do that before where it's like you got these super talented guys, and if they just have a bunch of it's just like they're waiting on the ball, and it's like the routine can look difficult for them for whatever reason.
Yeah. He started cramping last night in the 9th inning too. He said the biggest difference from last year to this year in his game was just his body and taking care of that, putting on some muscle, a little bit of muscle and some size.
He's still not a big guy.
He's probably 170.
Dude, I saw him in person. And you're surprised, you're surprised how small he is.
Oh, I could tell on TV how small he is.
Yeah.
So just to update everyone, the quad box we got going on, we got Tennessee, Alabama, top left. That's the priorities, top left. I'm more of a left side of the screen kind of guy. Bottom left, LSU-Texas. Top right, Georgia, Florida. Bottom right, Mississippi State, Oklahoma. I mean, and like Chris said, I mean, Chris and I were talking about it earlier tonight. It is so hard to keep up with 4 games. Like, there's 2
that I hate the
locked
quad
in on, and then 2 I keep up with. And the 2 I'm keeping up with are Georgia, Florida, and Mississippi State, Oklahoma. After the Vandy A&M game ended, but I'm locked in on Tennessee, Alabama, and then Georgia, Florida until LSU, Texas came on. Because Georgia, Florida is just blow for blow. Just homer.
That's a slugfest.
Yeah.
That's a slugfest. I'm really surprised, honestly, the way that Georgia – I mean, I'm not surprised because I doubt Georgia's offense. I'm surprised, though, because Aiden King has looked so good to this point in the season. They kind of shelled him. I mean, they did. They shelled him. So
yeah.
Yeah, they shelled him. Dude, it's I'm seeing some of the comments.
Tying run on base for Florida.
Tying runs on base.
No outs.
Gigambart says, the live hit early on Texags Live yesterday was very energized, and I thought, okay, this is it. We are fired up. Bats will come alive. Narrator, we were not. They did not. I mean, dude, Harrison, question. May sound ridiculous, but it has to be asked. Is there a world in which Michael Early does not make it to the end of the season? I don't think so.
No,
but like, dude, I think there's absolutely a world where he is one and done. We talked about this on Monday of last week, or this week. This week we talked about it on the Monday show. Like, I think he absolutely can be one and done. I'm not hoping that to happen.
It feels like I just don't understand how you do one. Like, how much are they going to owe him?
Dude, I don't know, but
and then
again, it's like I said, man. It's like I said, if you miss the postseason with this team,
yeah,
dude. If he's in over his head, he's in over his head. You can't
that ball's crushed. Warning track. Oh,
Florida warning track.
No, Jared Jones.
Oh, gotcha.
With a runner on. No, but see, my thought is, how much would they owe him at the end of the season if they, to buy him out?
But see, Lou, like A&M, money's not real to
I know, but Chris, but then who do you hire? Who wants to go coach it there after, like, you want to talk about high expectations? They just got 10 times higher.
Dude, but, like, here's the thing, though. The next coach, if they miss the postseason, it wouldn't be like, all right, well, you didn't make it to the College World Series. You made it to the Supers, but not the College World Series, and then we're firing you. Or you made it to Omaha, but didn't win the national championship, we're firing you. That's a lot different than, you had the number one team in the country, and shit just fell apart. Like you didn't even make the postseason.
I mean, this is an interesting take, too. Craig made a bad decision coming back. Fastball, now has lost velo, and he has no leverage. The no leverage thing's huge. Lampkin likely rising his stock, though. He's been really good. Oh, Tennessee, two more runs.
They're pulling away.
2 out RBIs again for Tennessee. God, they've been clutching that. Bama struggled with runners in position.
Dude, the ESPN. Oh, there it is. I was about to say the ESPN app does not have the Florida-Georgia game.
Let me see. The lefty just fastball over the middle.
Runner on second, 1 out for the Gators.
Yeah, 2-2 count. Oh, he punched him out on a backdoor curveball.
Okay, so I'm definitely ahead of you then. Blake Sears
had a bad game.
And he had a really good series. He had a really good series against Tennessee, too.
Yeah. He just got away with that backdoor curveball. Or no, not backdoor. It backed up. It was kind of a front door curveball, just right. It backed up, but he froze him.
How did Colby Shelton get on? Base hit?
Walk.
Walk, okay.
I'm pretty sure. This is what 4 games does to you. Like, I can keep up with him.
I'm telling you, four games on the quad box, I cannot pay attention.
It's the biggest thing is, like, I can keep up with 4 games, but I just, how can I lock into someone's outing, or, how their team's, specifically doing, like, the niche kind of stuff of it, or, like, keep up with, these teams, like, they haven't scored anything with running score position, unless I'm looking at stats, which is just a lot.
Gig'em Bart makes a good point. Here's an honest question. If the media knew ahead of the season start we wouldn't have Grahovic, Sorrell, or Stewie, would we have been ranked that high? No, not that high, but still pretty damn high.
Still top 10.
At least top 15.
Probably 8 or 10, yeah.
At least top 15. I told you, man, my biggest regret of this season is coming into the season not acknowledging more that, hey, this could be rocky with a brand new head coach.
I said this to beginning.
You did.
I'm probably one of the only people that cover college baseball that we know of that has said this. I said, don't be surprised if it's a slow start. I said, this is making
slow
a jump.
Start. This is a slow start. All right.
From hitting coach to head coach, 2 outs, runner on third for Florida. But to make that jump from assistant coach to head coach for the talent roster, I said, you are taking on everything about a program and the expectations and hype. Like, don't be surprised if it's a slow start. I said this, and I don't know if people just disregarded it or don't think I know ball, but, like, I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Non-ball knower.
But, I mean, my God.
Non-ball knower.
I said, like, it could be a slow start. I didn't think they'd go 0 for 5 or 0 for 4 in the SEC to start, but.
Harrison, we got another final. Arkansas run rules South Carolina 12-2.
Yeah.
Put up Wahiwa Aloy, walk-off, run rule, homer. They score 5 in the bottom of the 7th to run rule them.
Okay, Chris, I think the two biggest storylines of the season, Texas A&M and Arkansas being able to hit in the top of the SEC in the country.
I'm telling you, bro, if Arkansas can swing it like that, which they have been, if they can sustain that, though.
Because if they would have been middle of the pack SEC hitting-wise, last season they would have easily been in Omaha. They were second to last above Missouri.
Hey, here's the good news, Harrison. Both you and I, our picks to win the SEC are still very much in play.
Neither one of us picked A&M. I'm going to look this up real quick. I want to see before I bring it up.
You had LSU and I had Arkansas.
Yes.
So, but I had where did you did we both have A&M finishing second?
I think second or third.
I had them second, I know.
I'll look. I want to see.
My coldest take so far is the fact that I had Tennessee finishing 6th. So
no, I think your coldest take is Duke.
Dude, I mean, if it's Duke, then it's got to be A&M. I had A&M at Omaha too.
Yeah,
but so did everybody.
Yeah,
which it's funny we're saying that, like we wouldn't have been saying that about Florida last year, and then they made it. So,
Chris, okay, I think it's the second to last SEC series for Texas A&M at Bluebell Park. Who are you picking? Texas A&M or Missouri?
Oh no, don't do that. I don't know. Hey, listen, the good news is that's a long time from now.
Oh my gosh. I was like, no way they play each other. Could you imagine?
The battle of mid, truly. Not even mid. Not even mid. Dude, this if you're not watching, by the way, folks, this Georgia-Florida game's really good.
First and third outs.
My guys over at Chinook, he just texted me saying the Palmineri era at South Carolina already feels sad. Dude, it was a weird hire, man.
Yeah, and now Ray Tanner's not even there anymore.
No.
As the AD.
Dude, I mean.
Duplantier just got out of the inning. Nice.
I'll say this, though. Like, it was a weird hire, but, like, I don't even think it's a Maneri thing this year. I just don't think they have the dudes. Like, I really just don't think they have the dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're starting – That whole Brandon Stone thing, like I feel like they got to go a different direction. Like
yeah,
that's
not Tyler Pitzer. Move
Jake McCoy to Friday.
Well, you're not going to win.
He's their best pitcher.
Put him in Saturday. You're not going to win a Friday game. But no, I want to know in the comments, everyone that's tuned in live. Thank y'all for tuning in live. I want to know A&M or Missouri in a series. Who are you picking? I have to know what the people think.
Harrison, side note. Speaking of Palmineri, did you see the video of him falling down to argue balls and strikes?
No.
You didn't see that? That happened that happened in the midweek. That happened Wednesday in the midweek.
I'm looking it up.
Wow. Good God, Brody Donay. Good God.
0-2?
Good God.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, he just threw him 3 straight sliders.
And that last one wasn't that great.
It was right down the middle. That was a hanger.
Chris, the mentions are about to start blowing up with the 20 Georgia fans that pay attention to baseball. All 20 of them.
Hey, I mean, give Georgia credit. Hey, you won 8-7. How Georgia has to win.
Yeah, this is their 11th comeback win of the season. I don't see the video of him falling.
Because they have to come back every game.
Yeah.
Because they're down 3-0 in the first inning every game. Out hit them too, 9-7. I mean, dude, give them credit. It's a hell of a win. That's a hell of a win. Florida did not spin the ball well. Georgia, Georgia's lineup is, it's fantastic. It's deep. It's as deep as anybody. They swing it like Tennessee, bro. I'm telling you. They swing it like Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. That's close.
They swing it like Tennessee.
Yeah. This is funny. Just because you're ahead of me.
Hold on. Let me see. What does it say?
Time for Chris to bet Harrison on something before it happens because you're ahead of me.
That's the only way I can win a bet.
Hey,
that's the only way. I need Biff's book, the Sports Almanac from Go Back in Time, Back to the Future. I need Biff's Sports Almanac.
Biff's the Sports Almanac. There we go,
dude.
Good reference. Wait, Chris, didn't you say that the Gators are gonna sweep?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So.
Did you guarantee sweep it?
That's why you don't call for a sweep, huh?
Why you don't call for a sweep, Chris? You guarantee sweeped it.
I guarantee sweeped it. Yeah.
We're trademarking that too.
Well, listen, I mean, at this point, everything I say, the opposite occurs. So
who you got next game?
Florida's going to even the series.
Tennessee, Bama. Who you got game 3 if Tennessee holds out?
Man, that's tough because both of them are kind of a mystery on Sunday. Who does Tennessee throw Sunday?
Is AJ Russell back yet? They just threw Nate Snead. He's in right now.
I don't know.
What's his face?
I mean, listen, I think
Tegan Kuhns.
Here's the thing. You asked me who am I going to pick? Harrison, I think I have to stick to my guns. I picked Tennessee going into the weekend.
Oh, crap. It's going to be Alabama.
I think I have to stick to my guns. And you have to stick to yours probably and pick Bama. And that's fine.
Whoa. I didn't pick Bama.
Oh, that's right. We did both go Tennessee. That's right. I keep thinking I was the only one. It was Jake that picked Bama.
Yeah, you and I picked State. You and I picked Tennessee. You picked LSU. I picked Texas. Which, speaking of LSU, I think the most impressive thing so far for me in this game is not scoring 4 runs, in the 6th, because Jared Spencer can get touched a little bit, but Kane Anderson's sub 20 pitches every inning. And granted, it's why he's getting 1 run, but sub 20 pitches, they're not even really working his pitch count that much. He's in the 6th at 85 pitches.
Harrison, I have to highlight this comment. Austin Mixon. What about Georgia getting swept? Fucking dumbasses. That was me.
I didn't say it.
It wasn't Harrison. It was me. That's fine. That's fine. It wasn't it was just my pick. A pick's a pick. It is what it is. Never personal.
Hey, yeah, stick with it. Stick with it.
I was a little disrespectful in that pick, though.
Speaking of a pick, LJ, I'd take Texas A&M over Missouri. It's at Texas A&M too.
Yeah, dude, you almost.
Could you imagine if they lose 2 or 3 to Missouri?
The only way where that would have happened, and I don't know, maybe they play. God, I don't want to say they play better, but maybe a better bet is Michael Early still the coach when that series happens?
Did you see the chippiness from Tony Vitello in the outfield after the game yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Barking at Bama's bullpen going.
Hey, Texas bomb. Texas.
Why do you keep spoiling it? It's a 1-2 count right now.
How long do I have to wait?
I'll tell you.
He just touched home plate for me.
I'll tell you when because I'm on a quad box. I'm on Apple TV quad box right here. He's throwing the pitch.
Hey, solos won't
elevated
kill you
fastball.
If you're LSU.
It's a 2-2 count now.
So solos won't kill you if you're LSU. Damn, you're way behind this.
This game is way behind. Yeah.
Galvan.
He's at 91 pitches right now.
Galvan.
Bender over the middle. Oh, just a heater.
Dude. By the way, did you just see this?
It just went out.
R.I.P. George Foreman, dude.
Like the grill?
Yes.
Dang.
76 years old. He wasn't even that old.
Dang. Bama, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. George Foreman was a large part of my college life, using a George Foreman to cook food.
I was a Cuisinart guy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm already starting to get texts, by the way, from Georgia folks.
Good.
Fuck Florida always. That's what somebody texted.
See, Doug, Harrison will never pick against Tennessee.
I'm starting to get cooked. Oh, Harrison's a big Tennessee homer. Big Tennessee homer. Harrison got one got one sit down with Tony Vitello. He'll never pick against the Vols again.
Well, and a walk and talk in Omaha on the field.
He'll never pick against the Vols again.
How can you pick against Tennessee? How can you pick against them?
I don't know. I did it the first weekend. So
yeah, that worked out.
I'll tell you
really
this.
well.
And you know what's funny? I picked Florida to beat Tennessee. They get swept. If Florida loses this series, Sully might call me himself and say, you can never pick us again because you're jinxing the hell out of us. Yeah, see, they're going to give you crap, though. You got to pronounce Vols correctly.
Balls.
There you go. That's it. It's like saying ball, but put a V on it. Vol.
Oh.
Even though you think it should be Vol, it's not. It's not the volunteers, it's the volunteers. You got to really put some Tennessee country twang in it. Vol.
How about them Vols?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Oh man. Let's see. So Georgia beats Florida game 1, 8-7. What a game. Auburn beats Kentucky, Harrison, 8-7. Game 1 at Kentucky Proud Park.
Who picked?
Yeah, I think I went Kentucky, didn't I?
I picked Auburn.
Did I go Kentucky?
I will say I did pick Florida. What was the other one? I did pick who else did I lose? I've lost 2 today.
I did go Kentucky.
No, I've lost 1. Just 1. No, I picked A&M. I don't think that'll ever happen again.
Ole Miss up on Mizzou 9-4, top of the 8th. Bases loaded for the Rebels. Mississippi State up 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Man on first for Oklahoma.
Your favorite guy's batting.
Easton Carmichael?
Yep.
Love that.
Oh, slapper right field. Base knock for him. Kimball Schuessler is having a quietly really good year for Texas.
10-5, bottom of the 8th, Tennessee, Bama.
Yeah, 2-0 count, 2 on.
2 on. Okay, first and second, 2 outs. I'm just making sure I'm not going to spoil anything.
With Justin LeBron up 3-0 count. I mean, I'm throwing a slider away.
Don't let Justin LeBron go deep now.
I'm throwing a slider away 3-0. I mean, you're 2 outs. You got Nate Snead up. I mean,
so how much has your if at all, how much has your best ace in the SEC conversation changed?
I mean, it's fluctuated. I wouldn't say it's changed a ton. Liam Doyle, I just think was just off. Like he was.
I think Kyson Witherspoon's got to get some respect, dude.
Yeah, no.
Kyson Witherspoon's a dog.
I had him. I think top 10. I mean,
he's a dog. He's double-digit punchies every time out.
All right. He pitched against South Carolina.
I'm just saying, man.
It's not like he pitched against Tennessee, Bama, or LSU or Texas yet. But Mississippi State's really good hitting. I think they're underrated.
Yeah, they're deep.
But no, you say ace or Friday night ace?
I mean, ace, Friday night guy, same thing. Number one starters of the aces, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not telling you
Phillips in the conversation.
I'm not telling you who's got to be number one, but
you got to put Marcus Phillips in the conversation.
He's probably the best Saturday guy in the league.
He's got to be the best Saturday guy. No, Kyson Witherspoon definitely in the top 5 right now.
Kyson's shoving every time out.
What did Hurston Waldrop do? Well, he added a cutter to his arsenal. And
what did Hurston Waldrop do?
Not Hurston Waldrop. Hunter Elliott.
Brother, that man pitched at Florida 2 years ago.
Yeah, hey, he played
stud,
too. Miss.
Yeah, he was a stud too.
You know where he is? He's the number 3 prospect for the Braves right now.
That is right. They did draft him, didn't they? It's crazy. We got MLB opening day in a week, by the way.
Yeah. With speeds like this,
I'm really
folks dream about.
God, you'll never stop getting chirped for your internet and. Harrison didn't know who George Foreman was. I know. Which George Foreman are you talking about?
No, what are you talking? I said, yeah, like the grill. Just making sure. I didn't know if you're talking like a coach or something. I mean, it's not that wild of a name. Like it's a pretty standard, I don't know. Chinook, you want to talk all this junk after missing a week? After missing an episode?
Hey, the Chinook boys have got to sell some seeds, man. They're out there at the trade shows selling seeds.
Yeah.
Our favorite Auburn fan, drink local Beham. Drink local Birmingham. Auburn takes game 1. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The Auburn Tigers. Come on now. Put some respect on them. 3-1 in the SEC.
Wait. Interesting to see Texas when they play at some of these 14U ballparks in the SEC.
Here we go. The ballpark chatter. The ballpark chatter.
Another strikeout for Kane Anderson.
I will say this. I am really surprised, speaking of ballparks, the way Georgia swung it in Florida's ballpark tonight. I really am.
I mean, outside of Ryan and Zembrowski, yes, because I expected Zembrowski to do that, I feel like.
I am really surprised at that. Let's see. Pulling out some of these numbers for the Auburn game. Samuel Dutton, 4 earned for Sam Dutton. Nick McKay gives up 3 earned.
Wow, the Bama faithful. The Bama faithful are leaving the stadium in the 9th inning. Top of the 9th.
Tough.
I mean,
you called him out. You called him out today.
I said, pack out the Joe. It should be standing room only. You want to call yourself a baseball school? You got to pack it out.
But are they trying to call themselves a baseball school?
Cruz and Dave are.
Well, that's Cruz and Dave.
Cruz is trying to call them an everything school.
Yeah. That's a good point. Dude, Samuel Dutton, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 4 strikeouts. Johnston comes in, a third of an inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 earned.
Who came in?
Auburn. Johnston, Jay Johnston. I don't see his first name. I don't see his whole first name.
For who?
For Auburn. Let's see.
I don't know, top of my head.
Jet Johnston. Yeah, Jet Johnston. He transferred from
Texas. You are watching March Madness. What are you talking about?
He transferred from Texas A&M. Jeff, we're multitasking. We're doing both. I understand we get March Madness is happening. This is also March Madness, but on the diamond. This is March Madness.
So. It's SEC baseball.
This is also March Madness, just on the diamond. If you did not know, we do this every Friday night. We've been doing it since mid-February, so we're not going to take Friday nights off just because we got basketball going on. We're going to do it all. So take an hour out of your March Madness viewing, or just, again, dual screen it up like we're doing. We only got one March Madness game going on right now, too. It's that we care about, which is Oklahoma and UConn. So,
all right, Chinook, y'all, I've had enough of the
and honestly, I needed a break from watching my bets go down the tube. So, by the way, it's 27-20 UConn up on Oklahoma, 4:20 left in the first half.
Who did you pick?
Oh, I went UConn. Dude, everybody went UConn.
Everyone went Gonzaga too.
Yeah, they did. And that was a good pick.
You said I didn't see a single person pick Georgia, and we were all seeing why.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they got killed. What was it? 27-3?
Something like that. My women's bracket is no longer perfect.
You filled out a women's bracket?
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone watches women's sports, Chris.
I just didn't know you filled out a women's bracket. I didn't know that.
It's called Title IX.
Dude, you want to know something sickening too? Oh,
You want to know what I watched last night? You want to know what game I watched last night?
What's up?
After all the rest of the games? William and Mary women's basketball. Nice. They won. It's my mom's alma mater, but
dude, you want to know something sickening, by the way? I had a $5 parlay to win 400 or like 380. It was an 8-team parlay, money lines. Okay.
Should have cashed out.
Baylor, Colorado State, Vandy, Ole Miss, Maryland, UConn, Illinois, and Oregon, all of those money line.
Who's one that lost?
UConn's leading. I think they're going to win. It's still early, but Illinois is up on Xavier. Oregon is the 5 seed playing 12 seed Liberty. They haven't, so they could have lost. But, dude, I had won every game except Vandy. Vandy lost. So, like, I was on pace.
Who did they lose to again?
Vandy lost to St. Mary's.
St. Mary. Yeah, I picked St. Mary's. Sorry, Vandy's in the women's bracket, too. Vandy lost to Oregon women's.
Yeah, tough. Everything I touch is just going to shit.
Hey, my men's bracket's pretty good, I will say.
Yeah.
I think I've missed 3 games. I don't know why. I picked Utah State. That was dumb. Utah State, Clemson. Marquette. Yale. I switched to UC San Diego. I shouldn't have. Michigan's got like a 6'12" guy. I said 6'12" on purpose. Don't worry. Yeah, so I missed 4 games.
6'12".
That was on purpose, chat.
Joseph Buchanan. By the way, we got Texas LSU on. Great game. You are right. Two heavyweights going at it.
Dude, pitching to Steven Monster Milo must be really hard.
Hey, who did you pick to win it all? Women's tournament.
What kind of question is that?
Did you go South Carolina?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't think they're like.
I have them beating UConn. My Final Four.
They're not the number 1 overall national seed, though, right?
No, UCLA is.
So I mean, it's not like
they have it. UCLA is the number 1 overall seed, but South Carolina's the shortest odds at plus 240. It's the first time I think in 10 years at least that the women's betting favorite has been over plus 200.
Really?
But my women's Final Four,
a little bit more parity.
Yeah, exactly. My women's Final Four, like I have Notre Dame going along far, but losing to Texas. Texas is really good women's. Of the 10 minutes that's been in my bracket, by the way.
Uh-oh. I won't spoil it for you, but uh-oh.
Josh Pearson, the right third baseman.
Yeah, for real. We're sorry. We try to keep up with all the players as much as we possibly can. LJ says, I mean, there's some really small parks. Doesn't mean the offense sucks. Just the ballparks are really hitter-friendly. I mean, I'll ask you this, though. Do fans really want these SEC teams to play in these massive pitcher parks? Is that what you want?
I do as a pitcher, yeah.
But, like, from the entertainment value, like, I don't think anybody wants that.
It was 405 to dead center. It was like
that's about normal for a college park.
With the batter's eye. It was sick.
What was it down the lines?
325. Gaps were 365 or 375.
Dude, we played it. So I played D2 baseball. We played at a place, Harrison, D2. You talk about some absurd dimensions.
Oh, yeah. That's the wildest thing, Chris. And I talk about it all the time. That's my like, driving in a car, like shower thought, like whatever you want to call it. I don't understand how analytical baseball is as a sport and so statistically driven. Yet no one plays in the same dimensions of any field.
I think
college
it's cool.
or pro.
Well, it's like I told you, like, what if football was like that,
That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, the end zone's 12 yards. Dan Orlovsky would love that.
What if some stadiums you went to, like, what if some stadiums, like, the field was, like, 75 yards long instead of 100?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
This is an offensive football stadium.
Like, you're playing in Fenway. Like, that's what I'll never understand about baseball. I love it, but it's just kind of weird. Like, I mean, Chris, even the backstops are all different. The foul territory.
Dude, there was a place we played, Mars Hill, up in North Carolina.
I had some guys that played in the Coastal Plain League.
Their left field is like 250 feet. No joke. There were guys hitting pop-ups to left, and there were bombs. I mean, but yeah, it is funny, though. You are right, like how the dimensions can be so all over the place.
Yeah. This was my Final Four for women's.
Very chalky. But as he said, the women's tournament is chalky.
3 1s and a 2. I'm going back to it.
F the patriarchy, baby.
But no, like the parity in women's college basketball, like there's not that many upsets. That's why it's not as big of a bracket thing as men's. What a bunt! Holy
Harrison,
crap.
did you know this? Georgia's starting Brian Curley tomorrow.
He started today, didn't he?
No. He
was starting tomorrow. Who started today? I knew Curly started because I missed the beginning of that game.
Colton Smith closed it out.
Yeah, I saw he closed that. They pitched JT Quinn out of the bullpen as well.
Was it Leighton Finley?
Probably.
I just look up the.
Your boy Brazzy's on base.
Dude, Curly getting the
RBI
start.
single.
Straight. Dude, imagine just straight 100 coming at you to open the game.
Marcus Phillips. There you go.
Charlie Goldstein.
Goldstein started. Okay, I know he pitched. I thought he pitched second.
Yep. Charlie Goldstein started. Hey, maybe Brian Curley will be the answer for them. I don't know.
Yeah. Chinook, baseball is a very fascinating sport. Defense has the ball. No time limits. Fields are all different. Exactly.
Harrison, pay attention to what's going down in Austin, by the way.
Yeah, I saw Brazzy just RBI single.
I can't spoil it for you, so I'm like, I got to just
0-1. Probably 2 pitches behind. 0-2.
Probably.
Yeah, catch them in pitch for Bama. They're conceding this on the pitching staff wise.
Yeah, that one's over. That game's over. That game is over.
What does UFCU stand for again for Dish Falk Stadium?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think I even know.
You slap that down the line. There's one. 6-2.
Let's see.
That was my concern with Texas is if they have to use a ton of bullpen arms in game 1 just on Sunday. I probably would.
University Federal Credit Union. I thought it was something a lot cooler than that.
Dish Falk, it is.
I did not know that.
Isn't it? It's not a coach. It's a coach, right? I'm trying to think. Was that Satterfield? Satterfield's been balling out too, Chris.
Stanfield, you mean?
Sorry, Chris Stanfield.
Yeah, Chris Stanfield. The Auburn transfer. They love him, dude. They love
He's
him.
been balling out. And this against Duplantier. Whichever one it is.
Duplantier. Yeah. You had it.
The second. Can we agree that
make sure you get the second in there.
The second. I always do.
Do you like turf fields?
I think
a turf field guy?
I mean, as a pitcher, yeah, because you get all the smooth hops to your infield. I don't like it from
I'm not a huge
from
fan.
A baseball fanatic standpoint. No, I think it's gotta be all dirt.
Dude, like grass. Georgia going turf, awful,
yeah.
Awful.
You know who's not turf? Georgia Tech. All grass. All grass, no Blakes, baby. Because Kyle Odis, got to throw it in there, Chris. Kyle Odis, Georgia Tech, D2 transfer from Augusta University, a school you're familiar with.
Really?
D2 transfer, leadoff guy for Tech, top 4 in batting average, 3 home run game before the end of the 5th inning. Hat trick. Wow. He had, I think, 15 total bases before the 7th inning. It's ridiculous.
How about Zach Root, CG, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7
huge bounce back after last week. Oh my gosh, he gave up 10 hits, 7 earned.
Yeah, they needed that. I mean, dude, a lot of pitching staffs are going to eat that South Carolina lineup alive, man. They really lack the pop. They really lack the pop.
Do we know what this is in reference to?
I don't know, man. Maybe you were talking about the Vols or something.
Vols, baby.
The Vols. Thomas Adams. I want to go to this one. How about those comeback kids from Auburn? 3-1. Let's go.
On the road.
Again, I just love seeing Auburn folks get pumped for baseball. I love that.
Yeah. Huge.
Dude, the state of Alabama is all in on some college baseball. Even with March Madness going on. I love that. I love that. Hey, this is a big weekend in the state of Alabama, Harrison. And not just because the team's in the tournament, because of what's going down on the diamond.
Yeah, absolutely agree with this.
You can grow grass. Just have grass. Just have grass.
Like, what are we doing? I mean, how do you feel about the double bag?
I don't like it.
I think it's dumb. It makes sense, but it's just
is it really that hard to not run into somebody?
That's what I'm saying. It's not that hard.
Like I will say this. If you want to do anything, just do like they do in the MLB and make the bases bigger.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Make the base bigger, but in foul territory.
There you go.
See, they should. I mean, Chris, I will say, at Run Club, I've been called the commissioner of college baseball.
That's a heck of a title, Harrison. You supreme ball knower.
They said I've been told I should be the Josh Pate of college baseball.
Love that. Love that. You can have it. You can have that title. The Josh Pate of college baseball. Let's see.
I need a little more funding.
Robbie Dog, please hate on Georgia.
Robbie, I got you.
Please hate on Georgia.
Ooh, Bama home run.
We're just going to be known as the Georgia. I'll tell you this. Robbie Dog 63 and every other.
It doesn't help that I call Georgia Tech baseball games sometimes.
Robbie Dog 63 and every other Georgia fan tuned in. If Georgia gets it done and they pull the series off against Florida, I promise you, I will eat a massive dose of humble pie on Monday, and I will give you the full apology you deserve, tip of the cap, and give Georgia all of the credit. We will clip it, all that.
I was about to say that.
I will clip it. I will make sure I'll say, hey, Georgia, you know what? I've been talking a lot of shit on y'all's name, and I got to own up to it. I messed up. I look like a fool. So I will give you that credit. I will. Because I didn't think it was going to happen. I called for the sweep. I will give Georgia baseball the credit they deserve. But I still will tell you your starting pitching sucks. But you're just overcoming it. So good for you.
I mean, do you think Georgia is going to win a game by scoring less than 5 runs, 5 or less runs?
If they ever don't score 7 runs in a game, they're cooked. But will that day ever come? I don't know. And guess what? They don't have Tennessee on their schedule. So I mean,
who else do they avoid?
I don't think they play Texas.
Yeah, I was about to say
they
Texas.
don't play LSU. I don't think.
Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. They avoided like 2 or 3 big teams. So dang, another run for LSU. Jesus. Is that 2 more runs?
Chinook giving you some props for the baseballism hat.
Thank you. Hey, where is he at?
That's the Omaha. Dude, I got a text from somebody, by the way. They said Harrison looks like he's kicking it. You look very professional. I'm like, I didn't change from golf today. So my dad and I, just somebody watching the show. My dad and I went and played golf though, and I did not.
Well, I feel more like
SECU polo. SECU polo.
More like Chris. Let me back it up a little bit. Chris just sitting down in the chair.
Yeah.
Normally, when the windup, it's just Chris is just cooked back here.
I know, dude. No, the most elite setup I think I've had for the windup. I got to get back to this.
You definitely have the good setup. I'm working on mine.
No, I'm saying the most elite setup I've ever had was the first one when I did it solo and I was laid up on the couch in Arlington. I got to get back to that.
Send me a picture of that one. All right,
yeah.
so
I was like laid back on the couch.
Kentucky,
we do not need the gummy version.
They do play at Texas.
I will say this to Chinook, by the way. No, we do not need the gummy version of me because I did not contribute, I felt like, anything to this show. Jake and Harrison thank God Jake was on that night. Thank God. Thank God.
You want to talk about a series, though, for Georgia? They get A&M at home at Foley Field. They don't play Tennessee, LSU, or Arkansas.
Dude, 8-2 now, LSU up on Texas.
Yeah.
Putting a little bit of, dare I say,
158 wins since the first season, since Jay Johnson's first season in 2022. Second most wins in D1 over that span, 158. Who's he behind?
Tony Vitello,
181. No, I'm really impressed with LSU.
The balls are inevitable.
I have been impressed with them. State pull out the win.
I was gonna tell Chinook though, since he brought it up, if he didn't see it on social media, a quarter of a gummy was always the answer. A quarter of a gummy. I took a quarter last weekend. Felt awesome. Felt great. So
Chinook, enough with this. I know.
Never half a gummy ever again. I'll never do that again.
Did you do it on an empty stomach or what?
Do what?
Did you do it on an empty stomach or what?
No. It just half a gummy was just way too much. Hey, is this Tennessee Bama game getting good or what?
It's 10-6, 2 outs or 1 out, first and second RBI. So now it's going to be first and third, 10-7.
All right. Yo, don't let them do it now.
It's okay. Hell, none of the Bama fans are going to know because they all left except for the guys in right field.
Oh, she's calling them out.
Calling them out.
Dude,
you can't be a baseball school.
What is up with the ESPN?
Sell it out.
What is up with the ESPN app, like, not even showing the games? Like, where?
The ESPN app for college baseball is, oh gosh. I don't even know where to start. It's bad.
Well, it's just, like, not even showing the game.
Here we go. Counting all 3 major sports. Michael Lynn, great question. Who has the best program in the SEC? By far, Tennessee. That's not even a Tennessee favorite thing.
Yeah, it has to be Tennessee.
It has to be Tennessee. I mean, people want to say Auburn, but like they can't win more than 6-7 games.
No, it's definitely not Auburn.
I mean, you go to the CFP, you're a 2 seed in March Madness, and you're the number 1 team in the country. And you just
I mean, you went to the playoff. You just won a national title in baseball. Basketball finishes in the top 4 of the conference every year, and you're in the tournament. Yeah, it's definitely Tennessee.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who would be second though? Who would you put behind them?
You could kind of argue Texas. I mean, dude, went to the Final Four.
No, not in basketball. Holy crap!
But they made the tournament. At least.
So, well, you could say Bama then.
But Bama didn't make the college ball playoff.
Yeah, but
Bama didn't have a good football season.
They didn't have a bad. I mean, in Bama terms, they did, but like,
yeah,
I mean, basketball though is night and day with Texas basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Bama standards, they had a terrible season.
Being like completely neutral.
It's Tennessee though. It's Tennessee, and I said that actually a few months ago, and Texas fans lit into me because they've won the Directors Cup that goes to the school with the best athletic department. Like, and I'm like,
then you put Stanford in that conversation. You do the Directors Cup,
and I'm like, guys, like I'm not discrediting all the other sports, but obviously, like we're mainly focusing on those big 3 that we cover. Live my life a quarter of a gummy at a time. Yeah, quarter of a gummy is all it takes, my guy. That's all it takes. That's truly all it takes. C-Dub says it's LSU because what we lack in men's basketball, we make up for in women's basketball, and we got gymnastics for the championship.
All right, get out of here, gymnastics.
And we own track and field.
Then put Oklahoma in there, I guess, with their dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, here's the problem with that combo. Like, I can't list every sport at every school. Like if we're gonna go that far, then we have to lean. Then we have to lean on the Directors Cup.
Yeah,
we have to lean on the Directors Cup.
Yes,
I don't know all the other
Andrew Binky, and he's had enough.
Yeah,
he's only thrown 3 innings this year, but
it is weird how bad LSU is in basketball.
Yeah,
it is.
Hey, who's the real UT, Chris?
This is a trap. This is a trap. Because there's no right answer here.
What do you mean there's no right answer?
You're going to piss somebody off.
There is a factual right answer.
I'll tell you this.
One of them was a
here's
state.
The thing.
Both of them
think it's going to. Both of them think it's a fact. Both of them think it's a fact.
Same with the whole USC thing, then.
See, look, I haven't even answered the question. Giggle Bart says the Texas Glazer. Chris is a Texas Glazer. I haven't even answered the question. All right, let me see. When I think UT, this has nothing to do with history, who was a state first, when the schools are founded. Just like when I think of UT, I'll tell you this. When I think of UT, I think of Texas. Because Tennessee fans always fans.
Whoa, Chris. Hey, where's Chinook? Chinook, please comment in here when Chris gets back about, I mean, a tradition.
What happened there?
Hey, Chinook, please get at him.
I cannot
get at him, Chinook. A tradition unlike any other.
Dude, what happened?
Technical difficulties. I don't know, but you said it sounded like you said on mine, you just cut out and lagged the same 2 words over and over and over.
Dude, this is why. I see what's wrong. Okay, we should be better now. You know what it is? I figured it out, Harrison. This camera when I use this camera in 1080, because you probably can't even tell the difference in the picture. Yes, the Vol Mafia, as soon as I said it. But no, seriously, for everybody who's wondering, I stopped using this camera for a really long time because that would happen. And I started using it again, but I put it in high definition 720p instead of full HD 1080. And it stopped doing that. But I just checked, and for some reason, I think it defaulted to 1080. When I have it in 1080, when I have it in 1080, it does that. Like
This is what you kept saying, but it didn't sound like always.
I don't know. The gummies kicked in. Yes, that was the gummies.
No,
and Chinook. Yes, I'm telling you. Yes, when like something with, I don't know, like the way the camera uses up the, I don't know. Trust me.
No,
that hadn't happened in a long time.
Chris and technical difficulties.
Yeah, you should have taken the over a half. Friday night spikes. You never know. It's unpredictable. By the way, I do want to get to this comment. And I'm sorry for the technical. Listen, we're not a logistics company or a technology company. We're just some dudes, man.
Just put your burnt orange on already.
Let me go get my Austin hat out. Let me get that Austin hat from the tournament opening weekend. Let me get that Austin hat. Yeah. They're like, we know you want to wear it, man. No. So anyways, I think of Texas when I think of UT because Tennessee always puts UTK, University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I don't really see them use UT all that much.
I don't see what
or say it.
No, I've seen some logos with just UT, but I don't see why they say UTK. Like
University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
Well, Chris, I mean, like I know, but like what
other Chattanooga
does anyone think of?
UT Chattanooga, UT.
That's UTC.
Yeah, and that's what they put, UTC.
I mean, okay, well then why does North Carolina not do it? Like UNC. I mean, they say Chapel Hill, but just UNC, and then there's UNC Charlotte, UNCW.
I will also give Texas this too. They had the UT on the baseball hats way before Tennessee did.
What are the UTs? I don't remember what they look like.
Our buddy Nash on Twitter, he had a good breakdown of this. Are you talking about what do Tennessee's look like or Texas's?
No, Texas's UT's hat.
Let's see.
No, they just have the T across. Which the thing that
they have the UT. Which they incorporated that in 1905, and Tennessee released theirs in 1967.
I don't see any UT Texas hats on Google Images. It's all a Ponzi scheme.
You know what I should have said? They're both UT. You know what? Who gives a damn? Why don't we get them to play and figure this out for ourselves? That's the battle of UT. Whoever wins gets it.
I tonight said that they were TU instead of UT.
Gig 'em Barts. I feel like I'm listening to Kyle Umlong right now. Kyle's great. I had Kyle on the show, but I am not Kyle. Now listen, this is not a book of Aggie facts.
Chris, 2 outs. Alabama,
I love the Aggies.
2 outs for Alabama. Chris tying run at the plate.
Tying run at the plate.
Yeah.
By the way, I love the Aggies. I'm not a Texas Glazer. Get out of here. I'm not a Texas Glazer. Texas is getting exposed right now, low key. Oh, here we go. I wanted to highlight this. Caleb Muse just said, "Fuck my Aggies. I'm done." He said, "I'm done. I am done." Texas homer confirmed.
Oh, there's the game.
Ball game?
Literally a heater down Broadway. 2-2 County just missed it.
Who was up to bat?
I forgot his name. They all look like really similar with helmets on.
That's a series that felt
17.
like it should come down to a rubber match.
Yeah.
Again, we're sticking with the Vols. I picked them going in.
Baby.
I will not be surprised if Bama wins that game, though. Will not.
Just know if Bama does win, we will never hear the end of it from Cruz and Dave.
Can I just say something, Harrison?
Of course.
If Alabama beats Tennessee tomorrow, there will be a new number 1 in the power rankings on Tuesday.
Who, Georgia?
No, it will not be Georgia.
All right, what if Texas takes 2 of 3?
I'll tell you this, if Texas takes 2 or 3 and Bama takes 2 or 3, the power rankings are going to look unrecognizable.
Who do you put then?
I'll tell you this. Right now, I could change my mind. I have the power freedom to change my mind.
You're going to see this on the internet, Chris.
If Bama takes 2 or 3 from Tennessee, I could make a strong argument they deserve to be number 1 in the power rankings.
Oh, the power rankings, yeah.
Why not? Dude, you take 2 or 3 from the number 1 team?
At home?
I know they're at home, but still.
So is Texas, though. But if they go from 12 to 1, or actually, I guess they
dude, I mean,
right now they're at 5 or 6 for me. So they're going to jump. For me, they would have to jump Texas and Arkansas.
Back-to-back pretty loud. I was going to say back-to-back pretty loud weekends, but now, I mean, the more A&M loses, it's like, sheesh, I don't know if.
This has stayed the same, Chinook. Nothing's changed.
Michael Lynn, what are the odds that South Carolina gets swept? Are they high?
Not with
the good news
for Sunday.
I was going to say the good news for South Carolina, you got McCoy and SECU going games 2 and 3. So I'm going to say probably higher than most. I mean, they're down there in Fayetteville too. Just doesn't set up well for them. Just doesn't set up well for them.
This Texas LSU game's taking forever.
Michael Lynn, by the way, says, wait, where'd he go? Razorback's going to be in Omaha easily.
I wouldn't say easily.
Not easily, but hey, they just got to do it in the postseason. We know they're good. Everybody knows they're good. Caleb Muse, can't believe we are this bad, Bart. I just don't understand how bad our offense is when Early specializes on hitting. Hashtag.
That's the thing for me.
I miss Schloss.
If it was the pitching that struggled, then it's like, all right, maybe Max Wiener was, a huge piece they lost, but it's the hitting struggle. That's the thing that confuses me the most.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think, man, is there's a lot difference being the hitting coach and being the head coach.
Agreed. And I said that too.
The voice, being the voice that's got to get everybody going. It's just different. It's just different. And I know guys didn't like Schloss, some guys, some players, and I'm sure Schloss is a bit of a hard ass, but he's obviously a guy who knows how to get the best out of his team.
Yeah.
And not everybody can do that.
Yeah. No, but like Bart said, I know the pitching's carrying the team, but I'm saying if the pitching was struggling and the hitting, was playing at an above average level, then I would be like, all right, well, he's a hitting guy. Maybe, Max Wiener leaving and maybe a little bit of Schloss too is maybe that's the issue. But since it's the opposite, that's what confuses me the most, Bart.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, listen, it is confusing. It is confusing. There is no doubt. It is very confusing for them to be that. I mean, it's one thing to struggle. First-year head coach, bumps in the road.
Well, Chris, what if Bama beats LSU or beats Tennessee tomorrow? Then it's all right, the sweep at home doesn't look as bad. I'm not saying it's okay.
Here's the thing, Harrison. You may have a decent point, but everything that they do or don't do this season is going to be measured up against what the expectations were.
Yeah, of course.
even if this team turned it around and started getting it going and went, I mean, dude, think about it. They are 0-5 in conference play.
Okay, Chris, I'll ask you a question. And Bart in the chat, A&M fan, I don't care. Anyone can answer this in the chat too. I'm curious. Starting now, what does a successful season look like for A&M? Not
that's what I'm saying. Dude, they could go 15-15 in conference play. And we'd be like, hey, man, finished. I mean, you bounce back. But they'd still be we were so much worse than we were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll still be like –
point, would like I don't want to say saving the season, but like at this point, with everything that's happened this season, would making it to a super, I think, would be all right. It was a successful season given everything how it started.
I'll say this, Harrison.
Say going deep in a regional at this point is
listen. It's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. I know that's a cliche, but cliches are cliches for a reason. But God, it's like really hard to fathom this team making a super regional.
I agree, Bart.
I mean, it is so hard to fathom that we just haven't seen A&M play good baseball at any point against anybody worth a damn.
Could you imagine if basically A&M's season rides on losing at Texas?
I don't know, man.
Or if they lose to them in the SEC tournament.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what if they lose tomorrow and they're 0-6 in conference play? I mean, dude, and I mean they have Kentucky next weekend at home, and I tell you this, Harrison,
yeah.
They better figure it out against Kentucky, because guess who they have the next weekend? At Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
Brutal.
Who does Tennessee play next week?
I don't know. I can tell you. You know Tennessee's website, by the way? utsports.com.
There it is.
Hold on, let's see.
In discussion.
Let's see. Texas's website, texaslonghorns.com. There you go.
There it is.
They give Tennessee credit. They got the URL.
They got it. They
Battle for the URL. Hey, Tennessee next weekend at South Carolina.
And then what's the next home series? A&M?
Texas A&M.
That's in 2. Okay.
Hey, and then that next weekend, Masters weekend, at Ole Miss. That'll be a fun one.
I might go for A&M still. We'll see.
That'd be electric. And that's next weekend, right?
No, it's 2 weeks. Because you said they're at South Carolina.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, because they're at South Carolina. Yes, you are correct.
The SEC website's so much better.
Yeah.
For looking at all of them.
You are correct.
Unless Auburn has a good series at home. Let me see. Where's the website?
Auburn has.
There was a good website.
They're at Georgia. At Georgia next weekend.
I might be there.
Dude, and then the following weekend, April 4th, 5th, and 6th, Auburn, Alabama.
At Bama?
The Iron Bowl on the Diamond.
At Bama?
At Auburn.
I'll put a request into that one.
April 4th through 6th.
I might be boots to the ground for that.
Is Auburn? Let's see. Dude. Oh, that's 2024. Shit.
So, Tennessee at Bama. Wish I would have gone to that.
Damn it, dude. Everybody's freaking spring game is April 12th.
Yeah. State at LSU would be cool to watch. Oklahoma at Bama.
When?
Next week.
Dude, Auburn Bama would be sick.
I can't go to anything.
Dude, Saturday night, April 5th, they play at 7 o'clock Central. Little night game 2.
Oh, crap. I got to update my availability because I'll be at the Masters the whole week, and I got scheduled to call Georgia Tech Cal 11, 12, 13th of April. I can't do that anymore. I put my availability in wrong. Georgia scores 2 in the 9th. Jeez.
Michael Lind, I'll be at Ray Tanner Field next weekend. Yeah, dude, that'll be fun. I actually know some people going to that series. Tennessee coming to town.
April 20th or 18th through 20th. Alabama at LSU.
Look at this. Drink Local BM. Email George from media. We got the Auburn. They need to see SECU down at Plainsman.
George who?
Hey,
full name.
Yeah, we need a last name, by the way. Harrison, I need to get on that green monster in Auburn. We need to get on that green monster.
I'll text one of the players.
We need to get on that green monster. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you this.
George Nunley, yeah. I just
George
looked it up.
Nunley. I don't know if Drink Local Beham knows or remembers this. I went down to Auburn for the football season, and I went down for Auburn, Arkansas. The football game. It was the end of September, and I had a grand old time. I'd love to go back. I thought Auburn was awesome.
George Costanza. I will say, Chris, I have played at Plainsman Park. I've pitched at Plainsman Park.
Really? Dude, Auburn's a great place.
I will say, the bullpen in left field underneath the green monster, I came out of the bullpen for the game. It's a hike. It's a hike. I will say it's a hike. So all these like bullpens and SEC that
we'll let you know, because we're just to let you guys know, by the way. I know that obviously the month of March we've been sort of laying low. We've had a lot of basketball coverage. It's been actually nice.
Years ago, too.
It's been nice, Harrison, over the last few weeks. I've been able to do some different things. I went and played golf with my dad today. Nice. My man Chinook said, "What's the tee time tomorrow, Chris?" So, fun story. No tee time. We're actually going to a golf tournament tomorrow here locally, a junior golf tournament that we go to essentially every single year. But I've had some good, some quality family time, been able to do some different things. We've been covering the basketball from the home front. But I am excited to announce we are about to get back on the road. Finally. Maybe as soon as next weekend. Yeah, it's been weird, Harrison. Honestly, I have not traveled since that Florida-Miami series.
Yeah, same.
And so to not be on the road for that long, I mean, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, same.
And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it feels weird.
I know. It feels so weird for me, too.
Feels weird for you, too. Yeah, it feels weird. Feels weird. It's been kind of nice, but, just doing some different stuff, like I said, but it feels weird. So,
Chris, imagine, Drink Local Beham, imagine Friday Night Spikes live after Plainsman with a guest appearance.
With a guest appearance. From who?
We've got an Auburn Tiger that wants to come on.
Oh, we do. Yeah, we do. We're going to prove to Drink Local Beham we love Auburn baseball. We love Auburn baseball, man.
I'm not there yet. You know what I don't love? I don't love the orange Auburn baseball uniforms. They're not the right orange. It feels like it's the wrong orange. It looks horrible. I'll admit, looks horrible.
Dylan Keith, either y'all going to try to make it to Alex Box Stadium? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The box is. Listen. We'll not to spoil the surprise. I don't think it is much of a surprise, but the plan is end of April. LSU, Tennessee at the box, Baton Rouge that weekend. 100.
That is the 25th through 7th.
Yeah, 110%. That is the plan. We will let you guys know all the details at some point. Well, like I said, we're going to be planning some stuff. But, yeah, 1,000%. Listen, we're not going to get to every single baseball venue this season.
Not anymore.
So we're going to be selective where we go.
Hey.
Alex Box is priority.
Hey, May 2nd through 4th. This might need to be a number 2 priority. Texas at Arkansas.
Ooh. And I'll tell you this. I actually talked to my guy Ty Richardson a few days ago. Does Hit That Line Arkansas, ESPN Arkansas. We will be taken care of if and when we go to Fayetteville. Free place to stay.
Put that one on the map.
Yeah, free place to stay.
Texas at Arkansas.
They'll take care of us across the board. So
I just want the hospitality experience.
I'm telling you, it'll
and then Arkansas at LSU the next week. Oh my, ooh,
dude! Arkansas's got a gauntlet.
Chris, May 9th through 11th, Florida at Texas. We've got plugs at Texas.
Jake wants to go to that one.
We've got close ties to Texas.
Yeah, Jake wants to go to that one.
I'm down for that. I will make myself available for that.
Yeah, that would be fun. Again, guys, when we get to the month of April, which is literally next week, we're going to be hitting back on the road again. I've actually got plans for the weekend of April 12th, Harris. I don't know if I told you this, but A-Day, Tuscaloosa. So I'll be announcing all this. We're going to have all the social media graphics of the promo, but yeah, I got invited to A-Day down there. I think I'm going to make it happen. So I'm excited to get back on the road, man. It's crazy. Like, again, it's been great time getting time with family and everything and not traveling so much. But it is weird, man. It's like after the tour in the fall, it's like I get antsy now, man. I'm like, I'm ready to hit the road, dude. Like I'm ready to go out there and film and hang out with people and do some live on location stuff. And I don't know. It gets me going, man. It I spend about 3-4 days in the studio. I get antsy.
Last place I was on the road was Omaha.
You went to Tennessee a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's actually I lied. Yeah, I went to opening weekend.
You've been to some places.
I've been to one.
You've been going to Georgia Tech every weekend.
Yeah, I mean I'm in the booth for that, but no, I misspoke. I went to Tennessee open weekend, stayed with a buddy of mine, Connor Pavoloni, former Tennessee volunteer, and he reported to spring training the next week. He's with the Orioles. He's made it up to AAA. Keeping up with him, and he's a stud. He works with Cannon Peoples in the winter too when he's back. He's a great guy. I mean, we sat down and did an episode on behind the scenes that should be coming out pretty shortly. So that one of my favorite episodes I've done so far. They've all been great, but that'll be a good one too. But I'm working on I will leak a little bit of it. I'm working on a Georgia Tech special guest for behind the scenes.
I love that. And by the way, Gig and Bart wants to talk about our ties to Texas. Harrison's got really good ties to Texas. I've got some decent ones. I've got better ties to Texas A&M than I have to Texas. I mean, I've got good ties to both, but we've got the plug to A&M.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, I know Gig and Bart's just giving us some crap, but we got a lot of favor with the Aggies over there. I want to. Here's the thing, Harrison. I'm torn because I'd still like to get to College Station.
Yeah, I've never been.
I just like to see them start winning some games. Maybe by May, A&M. Maybe by May, A&M will be winning some games. Maybe.
Missouri.
That's the one. That's the one, baby.
Get them in a good mood.
What are they going to be? 0-18 at that point? They're just trying to get their first win? No, I'm kidding.
I want to answer this.
Dude, I tell you, that first SEC win for A&M is going to hit like crack. I mean, it really is. They might do champagne showers in the clubhouse. No. I mean, dude, they might. I mean, at that point, it's like, hey, celebrate it, baby.
Talking about celebrating, Dylan Keith's ready for us to put LSU number 1. It's a long series. Series.
I mean, hey, dude. And it depends on what happens tomorrow with Tennessee, too.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Wieters, former Georgia Tech alumni. He was played with the Orioles for a long time.
Tech's got some dudes now. Tech's had some dudes.
Caleb Falk. Hey, Harrison, how about Anderson, the top 5 SEC starters right now? Yeah, I think you have to. What he just did to
Nate Anderson's a stud, yeah. He dealt tonight. He
dealt tonight, but his pitch count every inning was below 20 against a really lethal Texas lineup on the road. I mean, yeah, you got to give him a ton of props for that. I've been high on him all season. I'm higher on him than Anthony Ianson. I just think Kane Anderson's, he's in the Friday night role for a reason. He looks so comfortable in it, and he's proven that, week after week, and now on the road at Texas. So. Let's see. Missouri A&M Super Bowl.
Gosh.
Yeah, Chinook.
I love this. Oh, my bad. What did Chinook say?
He said, come to Tennessee and didn't reach out.
Yeah, dude, you don't realize this. Brandon Chinook lives in Knoxville.
I did not know
I will not make that mistake, my guy.
I did not know that.
I will not make that mistake.
How am I supposed to know that?
I guess I should have told you. I don't
Brandon
know.
has never texted me either.
I thought you knew. Caleb Muse, love this. I'll for sure be going out to Northgate and celebrating when we win our first SEC conference game. Hey,
maybe that first SEC conference game win will come at the hands of Chris.
Okay, I've been informed. I've been informed the entire Chinook team lives in Knoxville. So
Hey, maybe that first
Matt, the diehard LSU Tiger, lives in Knoxville. Knoxville's a great place, though.
Yeah, a lot of great town.
You really don't have to be a Tennessee fan to live in Knoxville. I mean, it'd help, but
it's a cool city. As Sandra Bullock calls it, gaudy orange. Yeah, you do.
But it's a cool city, though. I'm just saying, like, it is a cool city. There's actual city to Knoxville.
Absolutely. Athens, Georgia, you cannot live there and not be a Georgia fan.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be tough. Yeah. It'd be nearly impossible. I'm sure there's some that do it, though.
Another Georgia Tech legend, Nomar Garcia-Paro. Some say I beat him out for the color analyst for Tech. That's what Micah
Really?
said.
Did you really?
No, absolutely. That's what Micah, our buddy Micah Butel at Just Means Less ACC, because it just means less. We know.
It just means
But he told me that. I was like, yeah, not a chance.
It just means so much less. Keep fighting that less fight, Micah. Keep fighting the good fight.
Here we go. Jay Dodo. Harrison, what else did Tigers got to do? If this was Tennessee, you would have.
Oh, my God. Come on, Jay.
Have some feel.
What you doing, Jay?
I almost read that. Have some feel.
Kangaroo court for Jay. Kangaroo court.
100% kangaroo court. No, I mean,
I took it too far, Jay.
I said there'd be a rubber match on Sunday. I think everyone said that. I mean, most of D1 picked LSU for the series, which, I mean, I'm fine with. But, like I said, picking a team on the road in the SEC is not easy to do.
It's tough.
I mean, unless it's just like a completely overpowered team, like, well, I guess Florida was overpowered last year.
Hey, I'd like to say this. I picked LSU, by the way. I was the only one that picked LSU.
I feel like you were contractually obligated by Chinook.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. Hey, listen, Chinook, I've got none of my business partners have anything to do with my predictions. And none of my business partners have anything to do with my terrible gambling picks either. Thank God FanDuel is not paying me to bet well. They're just paying me to bet. Because if they were paying me to bet winners, they'd be like, all right, this partnership was fun. We're going a different direction. But that's not what they're paying me to do. They're just paying me to promote it. So I will fall on the sword. I'll do what's necessary for the people and keep giving out picks that you can fade, and you can keep having winning days, and I'll have losing days. I'll do it for the people. I'm not happy about it, but I will do it. Hey, somebody has to do it.
Someone's got to take the bullet.
Listen, Harrison, I could be that gamble that's going 2-2 or 3-2 and just kind of keeping my head above water. But, like, what's that going to do? What does that do for anybody?
You can't fade someone that way.
At least if I'm consistently bad, then you can fade me and you can win. And I'll make that sacrifice for the people. So really, like, I mean, what a person I am. Pat myself on the back. What a guy. You know, what a guy. What a guy. I'm really tired of losing, Harrison. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to quit. I really am. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to quit.
This is the point of gambling. This is what happens.
No. Oh no, and dude, we could just, I don't know. The bookies are not the bookies. Like the sharps in Vegas are so good. Like the numbers are so on.
That's one of the things of the mysteries of the world I don't understand. But I will say, they love seeing your name on a bet slip.
Dude, it's like when you're cold, Harrison, I don't know if you ever felt this. When you're cold, though, it's like all of the spreads, you're just like a point or two off on the wrong side of the number every time. You're not getting like blown out. You're just barely missing. You're barely missing. And it makes it like excruciating.
For me, it was like NFL prop bets and the receiving yards.
It's like, how do I – and then you know what sucks? And then you know what sucks? When you get so cold that like you really start overthinking the shit. And you're like, all right, well, what would I normally bet? Now I need to bet the opposite.
Yep.
and then you really put your brain in a blender.
Psych yourself out.
And then hey, this is what A&M's baseball hitters. This is what's going through A&M's hitters' minds right now. Just pure nonsense. That mental midget, that wheel is spinning so fast right now. I mean, they can't even see straight.
There's one I'm going to go back to, but I do want to put up this. I'll never forget when Harrison gave me ETSU Georgia over. The 2 of the 3 top home run hitting teams and like home runs per game. The over-under was 14.5. 14 was the final.
The funniest thing about Harrison that
I'm sorry, Kale.
I don't know if many in here recall this because many of y'all are obviously new audience this season, which we love and appreciate, and thank you so much. But last year when we were talking college baseball, see, I had to bring Harrison around because Harrison was I would never condone betting on college baseball. You just said it. You essentially insinuated it was a foolish thing to do.
I don't advise doing it because it's so
difficult. But then we signed with FanDuel in January, and I said, Harrison, I mean, not only do we condone it, we encourage it.
Yeah,
we encourage it.
I stand by that line though. Over 14, I stand by that. 10 out of 10 games that goes over 8.
Only real gamblers will understand this, Harrison. When you lose a bet, but you say it was still the right bet, we were still on the right side. You know what? If I did it, I'd bet it all over again. That's how you know.
Holy crap. That was a laser. I just saw Chinook's message about Chris Stanfield just had a missile, and I just saw it happen because my internet's behind, But no, I wanted to go back and answer this. Came in here late, guys. Chris and Harrison, what do y'all think LSU? Do y'all think LSU's making a statement tonight? Need Ianson and Shores to step up? Absolutely a statement to be able to shut down an offense like Texas. Apostrophe at the end. I was really impressed with Kate Anderson. I expected him to go out there and compete his butt off, but to do what he did against the Texas lineup that's been deep 1 through 9, I mean, I think he gave 1 run. No walks, too, was the biggest thing. Really impressed with that. And, LSU just had a lot of really quality pieces at bat. It wasn't like a lot of these games I've watched, yesterday and today, Chris, weren't like, oh, what was the biggest deciding factor? Like, it's been, just timely hitting with runners in scoring position or getting leadoff men on or just really good plate discipline, and LSU has had that. They've had, the big inning. They've capitalized on, getting guys in when they're in scoring position, and just really good at bats, just grinding out at bats. So that's the biggest thing for me with several of these games so far, but specifically LSU.
Dude, they're just so deep. There's so many guys in that lineup that can hurt you, man. Like, they're like a Tennessee, right? But, I mean, LSU's got their own depth, dude. It's, to your point, they make you work. Every one of them makes you work. They were talking about the broadcast, Harrison. It's like the power numbers are down, but they're doing so many other things.
Yeah, it's not even home runs. It's singles and doubles. And then,
and they've got pop. They've got pop. Like, they got plenty of pop, but they're just beating you in other ways. Yeah, I think they're absolutely making a statement. Again, I picked LSU. I just, going on the road to Harrison's point in the SEC, it is very, very difficult. But I just think LSU's built for it, man. I think they're built for it. They got a lot of young guys. They've got a lot of freshmen. Their freshman class is fantastic. But they got a nice mix of these veteran guys that I think balance it out. So
yeah,
it was the right read. You're right. It was the right read. It was a good call. It was a good call. You'd bet it again. You bet it. It was the right side of the number to be on. Just
I mean, even this did against Tennessee too. But Jared Spencer's good. I just think that he can make mistakes, and teams have capitalized off that. We've seen that a couple of times. Like just 2 runs here and there, Yeah,
he was really good early, but man, you go around that second time in the lineup, and that third time especially, it's tough, man. Just tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, it doesn't take away from who he is as a pitcher. It's just Kate Anderson outpitched him.
Yeah,
like when you put them up for each other, I think he had 8 Ks, no walks, just to be able to do that and limit damage as almost entirely against this Texas lineup when you have depth that can has home run power throughout. I mean, you got A-Rod, you got Rylan Galvin, mentioning obviously Max Ballou and the rest of the squad, Kimball Schuessler. It's impressive. What else you got?
Yeah, it is. I wanted to highlight too. I can't find the comment, but somebody mentioned it's gone final, Harrison. Obviously, the pitching battle in Norman, 2-1 the final. I think we did highlight this earlier, but still, State holding Oklahoma to just 4 hits on the night. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a big game 1 win for a Mississippi State team that got swept on opening weekend.
I said Mississippi State's a really good team. And it's just, Pico Khan's going to have a good start. It's going to be a pitching duel. It's just, can they have enough offense? And, I mean, they barely did with, I think they scored, 2 or 3 was the final? But to limit that Oklahoma offense the entire game, I knew Pico Khan, that doesn't surprise me. I was impressed, but it doesn't surprise me because I know he's that talented enough to do that.
Yeah.
So
one of the best aces. I mean, he's another guy we talked about. He's one of the best aces.
Yeah.
All right, Harrison, we're going to wrap this up.
Sure. Top of the ninth, 2 outs for LSU-Texas. Got 3 outs to play with, down 6, but
yeah, this one's probably over. LSU's going to secure a game 1 win, more than likely. I just know we've got UConn up on Oklahoma, 42-35, 12 minutes left in the game. I will be going live with Dave Shoemate probably in about 30 minutes. So,
yeah. Hey, shout out to all the fans that, obviously aren't watching this because they're still at Dish Falk Stadium supporting the Texas Longhorns, down 6 runs in the 9th.
Yeah, and LSU fans that are there.
Well, if you're there, you might as well as an LSU fan.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Texas Longhorn fans that aren't on the show with us because they're at Dish Falk still supporting the boys. Respect to them. Respect to people who stay through the entire game. Respect to anyone who stays all 9. I don't go to a Braves game. My friends, when I go to Braves games and watch, they'll go, all right, we're going to go, the Battery. I'm like, all right, I'll see you there. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I want to watch the game. It's like, we're up 5 or 6 or we're down 5. I'm like,
you still want to watch the game.
I want to watch the game.
Yeah.
I'm a baseball, fanatic. I also enjoy baseball, but like the atmosphere, it's like I paid to watch baseball. I want to watch baseball.
Yeah.
The bar and the Battery ain't going anywhere. Maybe the line will be longer, but
that's why you tell your buddies. You tell your buddies, get me one. Have it wait for me when I get there.
Traffic and leave early. Like beat traffic and stay at the end of the game.
That's weak sauce. I don't do that either.
Harrison has football Saturday at the stadium internet.
I don't think your internet's that bad. That's the funniest part.
Is it?
No, I think he's just messing with you.
I think you mean Chris.
Yeah, I would say his isn't skipping. It's nobody's spinning the record like it is on my end where it's like skipping over whatever. So
I mean, Gig and Bart says Dish Falks looked empty. I mean, if this was an A&M game right now, they're down 8-2. It would be empty.
Hey, Maybach says this channel's a therapy group session for the Aggies. It's turning into that. This is like
did not deny it.
Every Friday night we're talking about, well, A&M lost again.
All right, Chris, top 3 things, takeaways from Friday night / Thursday night, and we'll get out of here. Go.
Top 3 takeaways. Number 1, LSU dominating game 1. I mean, I think that has to be a big takeaway. Cade Anderson, his outing, his performance. I mean, takeaway number 2 has got to be the fact that Vandy's already clinched the series against A&M, winning the first 2 games. A&M's 0-5 in conference play. Takeaway number 3, I got to go with Georgia, man. Georgia just finding a way to win games. I mean, dude, they fall down 3-0 in the first inning, but then they answer with a 4 spot at the top of the second. So as much as I've been critical and you've been critical of the starting pitching, and I think we should continue to do so because it's not very good, but dude, that lineup's one of the best in the country, and they're just finding ways to scratch and claw and bail that pitching out and win games and to clutch up, score 2 in the top of the 9th. They're down 7-6, 2 in the top of the 9th, take the lead, clutch up and get that final out with a man on third. I give Georgia a lot of credit in game 1. We'll see if they can do it in games 2 and 3, but that was a huge win for Georgia to get the series going.
I like those. I'm going to go similar, but I'm glad we're not the exact same. Number 1, LSU just kind of running away with it at Dish Falk. I mean, after a fantastic start from Cade Anderson, just shutting down the Longhorns lineup, and then the bullpen coming in and not missing a beat with that. And the offense obviously doing what they do best, but doing it against, a good pitching staff overall, and you have to do it against Jared Spencer and Anthony Duplantier II. Number 2 has got to be Georgia bouncing back, just rally. I say bouncing back just throughout the game, rallying and putting 2 up in the 9th against, a Georgia bullpen or a Florida bullpen that's not bad. Like, that's really not bad and just out slugging them on the road. Got to give him props for that. I will do that. I'll give him props for that. Number 3, I got to say Mississippi State going on the road and Pico Khan out-dueling, result-wise, maybe not statistically-wise, but out-dueling Oklahoma and Kyson Witherspoon to come out with a win, a low-scoring 2-1 win to set a tone. I mean, after getting swept at home to open SEC play against a really good Texas team, just taking care of business on Friday night in a really close game and just battling it out. I'm really impressed with that. Honorable mention, I'd say Auburn coming back on the road.
That was going to be my honorable mention too, Auburn.
There we go.
And neither one of us mentioned Tennessee, but
because we both had a split.
Right. I know.
And I thought they had a better chance. I thought Bama had a better chance of getting to Liam Doyle than Marcus Phillips.
These were top 3 takeaways too. If we wanted to have a takeaway from every game, we just do that. But no, I like those. Honorable mention, definitely Auburn. Want to give them some love. Big game 1 win at Kentucky Proud Park. So off to a good start. 3-1 in the SEC. Chance to win another SEC series tomorrow. So Harrison, let's call it, man. Really, really good stuff, dude. This continues to get more and more and more fun each and every single Friday night. Over 1,100
what a
of
play.
you.
Holy crap. Jared Jones laying out down the line, sniping a ball.
He is a very, very underrated defensive first baseman.
He's from my neck of the woods.
Is he really?
Backyard, yep.
I didn't know that.
Same school.
Huh. You and Bear Jones, just tight like that.
No. I will say R.J. Austin from Atlanta. Terrence Kill II from Atlanta. Several other players from Atlanta, probably. So
Atlanta's a hotbed.
Hotbed for talent. So
yeah. Again, guys, we can't say thank you enough. Over 1,100 of you tuned in live. This is really good stuff, man. Again, this continues to get more and more and more fun every single Friday night. And I'm just really glad y'all find the time and have the desire to kick it with us and hang out, talk college baseball, interact with us in the comments, engage. It means the absolute world, man. And again, it's only going to continue. Again, we're going to get back on the road, but this is going to keep happening. Myself, Harrison Fant. Maybe we can get Jake McKeever in here from time to time. We'll see if we can.
Hey, you want to talk about bad internet? Get Jake McKeever.
Yeah, Jake
Stadium
McKeever.
Internet.
Jake McKeever's the king of bad internet for sure. So we'll have to get that fixed.
He's at the ballpark, boots on the ground, cannot complain.
So, Chinook, appreciate you. Michael Lynn is going to be at the ballpark, South Carolina, Tennessee. Dylan Keith. Yeah, I was wrong. I jinxed Florida, I think, on this Friday night. So, Jake in the well. He's still in the well.
He's still in the well.
He's still in the well. Yep, Jake's still lost in the well.
That was good. We're
trying to get him out. But, again, appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Always, like I mentioned, I talked about all my gambling woes. Just make sure you head over to FanDuel.com because, again, this bracket season, FanDuel's letting you make the call right now. New customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's 200 extra bucks to bet on everything from clutch shots to last-second heartbreaks and even who's cutting down the net. So if you've been waiting to join, there's no better time. There's tourney action almost every day, and FanDuel has amazing bet types like spreads, totals, game props, and so much more. And again, we're dropping our gambling picks every single day. Myself, Dave Shoemate. So if you want to tail us, if you want to fade us, which is probably what you should be doing at this point, it's a one-way ticket to wealth creation. You can do so at FanDuel.com/SECU.
Maybe not me in baseball, but you.
Maybe not you in baseball, but definitely me in basketball.
Yeah, the final out just happened. 17 straight wins, longest active streak in D1. LSU Tigers.
There you go. We made it. We made it to the end of the game. So
there you go.
Again, FanDuel.com/SECU. Get in on the college hoops action. All tourney long. Must be 21 and up and present in select states, or 18 and up and present in D.C. First online, real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. FanDuel's offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org. In Maryland, Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Or you can text me because I'll convince you not to gamble ever again because it's stupid and it sucks.
Or you'll convince them to fade you.
Or just fade me.
Picks and fade them.
I just need to text somebody, hey, I need you to fade me but be gambling on my behalf. So that way I'm just hedging everything.
Why don't you just live bet hedges?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all just ridiculous.
Hey, you know what they say in gambling world?
But, I'll wake up tomorrow and have new life. I'll be like,
tomorrow's a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new day. Hey,
there is money to be made.
You already convinced me. Tomorrow might be the day you catch the heater. You never know. you won't know, because those are the worst days here. So when you're like, I'm quitting gambling, and it's like the plays you would have placed, you're like,
hey,
I would have won.
The opportunity tomorrow.
Seeds the opportunity. I might have to bet on just college baseball.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out.
A&M taking game 3. Lock. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, we're going to get out of here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here, guys. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Over 1,100 of you. We cannot say thank you enough. Really, really good stuff. Again, make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check us out via podcast. If you get your podcast, you can also find us across all social media platforms, as well as our website, secunfiltered.com. Guys, thanks again. I cannot say thank you enough. Absolutely. Friday Night Spikes has been a massive success, and again, it only continues to grow and get better each and every single week. We love you all so much. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the banter. Thank you for the comments, and just thank you for the support as a whole. Thank you so much. Harrison, thank you, my man, for taking the time, being willing to do this, and really, really good stuff. We'll do it again next week. Same time next week. Why not? Let's do it. Again, appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy all the college baseball. Enjoy the March Madness. And make sure you tune in on Monday. Latest episode of The Wind-Up coming your way. For Harrison Fant, I'm Chris Phillips. Appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. We will talk to you all on Monday.